Hey, how's it going, everybody? Back with another podcast. I am sleepier than ever. Anyways, me and Killey are back. We're going to talk about some more Street Fighter 5 stuff in this podcast. Bunch of topics to talk about today. But first, Killey, how's your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I am so exhausted, man. I think I've been awake for, what time is it, 10? I've been up for 27 hours now.
Oh,
It's, it's pretty
why?
bad. Between work, Thanksgiving, and then heading down to this tournament because, Justin and those guys are down there. So I wanted to go chill there for a bit and just, yeah, and then, we're going to do this podcast video before I go to sleep. So hopefully, if you don't hear like any snoring or I don't respond for like after, I don't know, 20 seconds or something, I'm either dead or asleep. So just keep the podcast going, wait till I wake up. But anyways, yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but we'll try not to keep it too long this time. Just some random shit that we see in Street Fighter 5. Talk about Laura, especially, and talk about more about like the characters that we think will be in the game, and then just talk a little bit about the beta that's coming up as well for Street Fighter 5. But yeah, how was the tournament anyways? Yeah, just so you guys know, we don't really have like crazy tournaments in our area all the time. Like, we got our own local scene, but we had some kind of big tournament going on right now, and they flew some of the EG guys down there. You played Guilty Gear, didn't you, Killey?
Yeah.
How'd you do in that tournament?
Second,
You got second? Who beat you?
Justin.
I already knew who beat you. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. It's
Who was he
don't get me
using?
started. I had like Guilty Gear is a gong show. I ended up having to I get there and the systems aren't patched, so Guilty Gear was unpatched with no DS.
Oh,
So
brutal.
basically, tournament was 3 hours late. I had to run the brackets. There were delays all over the place. I was tired, stressed, and annoyed throughout the
Oh,
whole thing.
man.
So it's like going into the tournament to play afterwards. It's just like, no, my mind wasn't in it.
But you still got second, though. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm not
You used
really.
Ramethal?
Yeah,
That's cool, man. And Justin used
Potemkin.
Potemkin. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, I got to sit down and talk with Justin for a bit, too. I was asking him some funny Street Fighter 5 questions. I was just like, dude, who's the best character in Street Fighter 5, and why is it Bison? It's just such a good running joke now, you know what I mean? The whole buff Bison, nerf Nash thing. It's just
Yeah.
so good. I'm like, who's the worst character, Justin, and why is it Nash? Just baiting him to say shit, but I know he agrees with me on Bison, but he feels that there's other really strong characters too, like Armika, which I
Yeah,
haven't been able to play
Armika is
myself.
really good.
Yeah. I'm just talking about some other bullshit, but we actually have this really OG MVC2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 scene in our city in Edmonton. So there's a bunch of those guys, haven't seen in a long time, and a lot of people were money matching Justin, and I just kept on harassing Justin to use this Dark Prince team, which is Ruby Heart, Jill, and Ken.
Yeah.
I fucking love that team. It's so funny because in case you guys didn't know, there's this huge money match back in the day with Justin, and he had to use a low tier team against this dude. We'll just say this dude. And then, Dark Prince. But anyways, the team that Justin used for his low tier team was decided by Justin literally playing against the computer, and the first team the computer used against him was a team that he would use. So the computer just so happened to pick Ruby Heart, Jill, and Ken, and Justin made it work, but anyways, yeah, I kept on bugging Justin to use that team, and just even there are some good players like in our city, but it's not like Justin level. You know what I mean? Well, except for Jones, like Justin used his real team against Jones, but it was funny though. I was just telling Justin, I'm like, dude, man, you gotta finish off with a counter for Jill, man. It's just you gotta treat it like it's an achievement. I gotta get my money's worth for coming to this tournament. It was just something I needed to see before I had to leave because I was so tired. Right? I was just sitting down watching Justin play money matches for so long, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, Justin finally like lands that stupid counter with Jill, right? He like finally lands it, and he finishes off one of my buddies, Jay, and Justin looks at me, he's like, "I got you, bro," and I'm like, "Achievement unlocked." But anyways, yeah, that was my day, man. Really messed up. Anyways, all right, let's talk about some Street Fighter 5 stuff. So the first thing is, remember we were talking about before, Killey, with Bison's teleport, and we saw Bison doing his teleport without V-trigger, and it was really, strange footage, skeptical, because it was like 6 seconds of footage literally on like some phone. Couldn't really tell if it was a glitch. I thought personally it was a glitch. Like, what did you think? You were just like,
I wasn't sure whether it had the same properties as the V trigger.
Oh, okay, okay. But anyways, it turns out like after SCR, which is going on right now, guys, like they're playing the latest build of Street Fighter V, and Bison is indeed teleporting with his dash without V trigger, which is hilarious, and he is even going through fireballs like it's his dash, man. It's really really funny, just because of the whole running joke of keep buffing Bison every single patch. It's
I don't know,
funny.
Justin is like, he's the boss. He should be godlike.
I like your quote, which is everybody has a pocket Bison.
Everyone will have a pocket
Everyone
Bison.
will. I don't know. They'll probably nerf him to the ground, man, when the game comes out. There'll be so much bitching by that point. It's just I don't know. Must be like a running joke in the development team right now, just constantly buffing Bison or something. I don't know. But anyways, another small change too is Killey, who was once not a charge character and then made into a charge character by changing two of his moves into a charge move, which was his reversal, his uppercut, which was a down charge, so basically a flash kick with punch, and then his berserker slash move where he charges forward. That was like a sonic boom motion. They took away one of his charges now, so now his uppercut is just simply a motion again, and but his berserker slash is still a charge. So now he has one charge move left basically, and the rest are all just commands.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to do this because they felt that it made him too defensive when he was like two charge moves.
Yeah.
So they felt like Berserker Slash could stay a charge, and now they're experimenting with him always having a decent reversal or a decent anti-air
You should
at all
always,
times.
every character should have a reliable anti-air, man. You can't
Because like
just...
if you're always worried about someone jumping in on you, right? You're gonna be down backing a
Yeah,
lot with
'cause
Macaulay.
if
It
he-
makes him too defensive.
If he doesn't have a normal button that can be used as an anti-air, and
Yeah.
you made his only anti-air charge move,
Mhm.
then he's gonna be down backing all day. Or he has no answer to jump-ins, and then people just jump in on him for free.
Yeah, like
And
this
then
guy
you-
wants to devour you, man. You know what I mean? Like he wants to get in on that ass. I don't know
Yeah,
if he wants to
man.
just sit there and chill. So it makes sense. I just kind of funny that it just like we'll just try to keep one charge move. Like his Berserker Slash, it goes through fireballs. Non-EX, it will nullify fireballs. So it is a strong special attack for that reason. Like having a charge makes sense, but it's unsafe too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's weird. Very weird. I'm gonna have to play the character myself to see the reasoning behind everything. But I do agree that he shouldn't be a charge. And meanwhile, like I said, Vega's still not. They haven't experimented Vega as a charge character at all yet. He's still all commands.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting too. Just because Vega is classically known as a charge character. But I do want characters still in the game with a charge. It adds cool dynamic to the game, especially if like Guile's in the game. Like flash kick, sonic boom, all this stuff makes sense as charge moves.
Yeah.
So Bison makes sense as a charge character just because scissor kicks or knee press is so strong, and things like that. It's definitely required, but like making a character a charge character does have like these game changing things where it'll make the character more defensive just because of that. Which is funny because we have like ST Balrog, which was like insane rushdown. He was a charge character.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, in more news, they showed us a new stage. It was a New York City stage,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like was it like Metrotown or some shit? I don't know. Let's just call it the New York City stage. And then SCR came out, and everyone was like, "Wow, this is a really good chance for an Alex reveal." Because we all these past events, we've been getting characters related to the location. They're holding these events, and Ono was coming to SCR, right?
No, he went to New York. So he was like one day in Brazil, and then I think the next day he was in New York.
Oh, okay, and I guess that was more like ammunition that be like, oh, it really could be Alex, right? Because like, why
Yeah.
would he come down there, right?
Yeah.
So everyone was like super hype and hoping, and then I guess everyone just let out a huge sigh when they realized like he wasn't being revealed, or so we thought. And then we saw the stage, and there's some clown working on a truck in the background, like it was a broken down truck or something. And then in the second round, the character turns around, and it's fucking Alex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At first, in case you guys didn't see it, like this character, he looks like kind of like Alex, but the problem is the characters in the background stages, they're just so like really poorly rendered. Like
they're low res,
extremely low res. Like I personally don't like it. I guess it's like an art style to make the characters on the like the main characters that you're playing pop out. You know what I mean? It's just a style. But like seriously, they're so low res that they look like aliens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said that once in one of my breakdown videos. Like I don't like that. Like I like the character, models and like the backgrounds of like Tekken stages or something like that.
Where it's consistent.
Yeah. But I understand that. Just some of the characters just look way too weird, man. They look like Play-Doh alien characters. I don't know, potatoes with jackets and jeans. And it's weird, man. It really is. Yeah. But anyways, back to this Alex thing.
It looks
honestly,
really
it looks like Alex. He looks like Alex, that's for sure. But
sort of.
But I'm like, I don't think that's Alex, man. I
don't think so either.
Because he is a main character. Just because he's the background stage doesn't mean he has to look like shit. You know what I mean? If he's one of the main characters, he can have just as good, model as the other characters. And then some people were like, oh, maybe it's Axel from the Magyar game, because in the Magyar Hangout,
yeah, you see the same.
And Cross Tekken, there's a character that looks very, very similar with the headband and everything. It looks very, very close.
Mm-hmm.
But then it wasn't until recently Ono actually confirmed that is indeed Alex in the background stage. He did say it was Alex. So everyone's like, what? Like, seriously? So, I don't know. That kind of pissed some people off, right? But, like, honestly, I don't think that really changes the fact that if he's in the game or not. Like, I still feel very strongly that, like, if the quote-unquote DLC pack, whatever, post-character that comes out after the game comes out, if it's a Third Strike pack, like, I strongly feel that Alex is in there.
Yeah.
If it's like, let's say 4 characters, right? I strongly feel like Urien and Alex are like on the top of this list of Third Strike characters coming into the game. Like him being in the background stage, I don't think it really affects anything.
No.
Like I would, if like for you guys that are like feeling like this is a letdown, like I wouldn't worry about it too much. Capcom knows, like, trust me, dude, they know how popular Alex is, dude. And this like kind of solidifies that with the huge size that everybody had. Like he's in there, man. The Third Strike characters are coming, just probably not in the initial 16 roster, like we said before. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But still, I just don't understand why they gave such a low res model of Alex. It's just really, really weird. You know what I mean? It's just a really strange like cock tease,
It's just he's in the background, so it's low res. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird. But another thing too, man. I hate to like say this about Street Fighter 5, but the music in the game, I really hate the music in Street Fighter 5. Like I think it sucks. And some of the sound effects suck too, but they're changing it. Like the throw breaking, like Tekken throw sounds a lot different now too. It sounds like explosion too. But like the AK shots and all that are still in the game too. But I know that music is subjective. I know that we'll have different opinions of what music we like, but if you like the music in Street Fighter 5, I think you are wrong. I just think it sucks. But with that being said, though, the lore stage, we had some like direct feed footage.
Yeah.
And we can hear the music a lot better in some of the newer stages. And the Zenyu stage was okay. It was kind of like this underground, like, DJ music or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then but the lore stage theme was really, really good. Like the music was really good. You guys should check that out. I'll leave a link in the description of the video, but check out lore stage's music. It's awesome. And the New York stage is okay. It's okay too. But I know no matter what, like there's no point even complaining about the music because like the game is so far into development. There's no way they're gonna change the soundtrack from that game.
No.
And another thing too that bugs me is like when we have like these character reveal trailers, they're using music that's not even in the game.
Yeah.
For every fucking trailer.
I want that.
And it's like, dude, it's almost like Capcom was saying like, we're not gonna use our own music because this music sounds better. That's how I interpret it. I don't know. It just sucks that this soundtrack is not like up to my expectations. But like I said, music is subjective. Maybe you guys disagree with me, But that's just how I feel, especially when you compare it to older Street Fighter franchises. And I don't really care about the genre of the music. I just care about like if it's being memorable or not. And a lot of the music is not memorable to me. But I don't know. How do you feel about the music? Like, do you even care, Killey?
No.
You don't care, hey?
I care about gameplay and only gameplay.
Someone said something funny about you. Like someone said like if there's like 2 stick characters
Dude, it could
and
be
the gameplay is good, then Killey would like it. It was like mocking you, man.
I would play
I read that comment. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty spot on that. That's funny.
The hitbox is the game.
Yeah.
If it plays
Sorry to be negative, guys. Sorry to be negative. I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being straight up honest, but the lore stage theme is awesome. It's good.
I haven't heard it yet. I gotta listen to that. I do like the song they use for Armika's trailer. Like, I want that song so bad.
Yeah, like I said, the trailer music is really good. It's really goes really well with the characters, and some of these people are like, man, is that her like their stage theme? And I'm like, oh, sorry, bro. These are all different soundtracks for different things. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe like when we'll get some like remix songs. And like they'll be good, right? So you can't really mess up too much on like old school like remix themes of Street Fighter themes. So, anyways, yeah, let's talk about Laura now. So, Laura, she's been leaked
Official.
a million times, and then Sony, the YouTube channel for Sony PlayStation or whatever, like accidentally revealed it too early. It's just like. I'm like, seriously, who is this dude that's like keeps doing this stuff, man? Or did they just fire one dude and then we got this clown and then they fired him now?
It's all different.
In case you guys don't remember, like Street Fighter 5 was leaked the same way. Like Street Fighter 5 was leaked because of a YouTube trailer announcement.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that sucks, man. Like, Capcom did a pretty good job keeping Street Fighter 5 under wraps, and then that's how it gets leaked? It's a fucking announcement trailer on a Sony PlayStation page. That's brutal, dude.
Yeah.
They didn't even have to put in work to find this leak, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't have to dig into any kind of disc or anything, or take a picture of a developer's fucking monitor when they're walking through the office. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's pretty funny, dude. Like, I hope one day, like, Half-Life 3 or something gets leaked the same way. Just something so unhype, something so stupid.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Just something really dumb like that would be hilarious. But anyways, now that Laura is officially out, like, what do you think so far? Like, aesthetically, like, what do you think?
Her design's fine. And, like, some people they have all different opinions on it. There's some really thirsty people over Laura's.
Dude, the thirst is officially fucking quenched, dude. And that includes infiltration, dude.
Yes.
He is quenched as fuck right now. Like, yeah. He's getting those electrolytes. He's getting that in there.
I don't know. Gameplay-wise, I really like her.
You're all about the gameplay, Killey. So let's get straight to business. Gameplay, what do you think? A lot of people like to compare it to Abel. Do you agree?
I guess so because of the combination strike stuff, but I wouldn't say she's Abel per se. Not the same.
Okay.
But she looks like she has a solid tool set overall.
I say she's a mobile grappler. Do you agree with that?
She's a hybrid. For sure.
Okay.
It's just kind of weird because she breaks a lot of the rules for SF5 that have been established before.
Especially that the crush counter on her
V-skill crush counter.
You want to go by the move list, like one by one, like we did with Zangief?
Sure, if you have it on hand. Yeah,
I am looking for it right now. I'm trying to buy time when I was saying that to you to look for it.
Well, let's just start with the elbow strike thing.
Yeah, go ahead. You start talking about that while I look for them.
Okay, now if I recall, the elbow strike is, I think, a quarter circle forward punch. Yeah. And then the fierce, like it's just an elbow strike, and then if you press punch or kick, she does a follow-up afterwards. I don't know what the kick one does, though. Oh, yeah, I actually know what the difference is now. So we do quarter circle forward punch. Her move is called, I got the list now. It's called Bull Charge. And, she does a strike forward. Apparently it's unsafe. And if you land a hit on it, you can press punch or kick, and that decides which side she lands on after the throw. Okay. So if you're stuck in the corner with Laura, you obviously want to switch sides to put them back in the corner. Or if they're in the corner, you want to maintain,
corner pressure, then you can press one or the other, right? I think the kick switches sides and punch keeps on the same side, or vice versa, one of the two. So the damage is the same, it just switches the side.
Animation is the same too.
Yeah, that's cool. It makes her more flexible.
Yeah.
And I think Capcom was like, this might not be good if she's in the corner kind of thing, so they just gave her the option either or.
Yeah. And then
I figured it'd be one of the commands. I honestly, I didn't know she had two different combinations. If I watch the trailer again and pay attention to that, I'll probably see like a difference because the trailer probably tried showing that off, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. The move itself seems pretty easy to combo into because her crouching medium is so crazy.
Yeah. And her crouch forward.
Yeah, like her crouching medium kick is crazy too. The trailer shows so much crouching medium punch. Her standing medium punch is anti-air. And you can do some pretty cool stuff off that too. Just she has a lot of good links that I've seen, especially from her mediums, like especially for a grappling character, right?
Yeah. Good target combos too. Fierce target combo, are you kidding me?
Yeah, and that her forward hard punch, a lot of range on that thing too, man. And like I said, it leads into a target combo. These are all really good confirms. And then what's really surprising too is like she has another target combo. Well, her first target combo is forward hard punch into hard punch, and then her second target combo is medium punch, medium kick. And when you V cancel this off the medium kick, so you go medium punch, medium kick, V cancel, you can link into another medium punch or a hard punch after the V trigger cancel, which is really crazy because like when I was watching it from the trailer, I was like in disbelief that it made sense because you wouldn't really normally have enough hit stun to do that, especially when I was like doing this with other characters for my combo videos. But apparently she does, right?
No other character could V trigger cancel off of target combos anyways. I think she's the first.
Well, I don't know. Would you consider Cammy's like back hard punch the first hit of the target combo, or like you mean a complete target combo?
No, a complete target combo.
Yeah, I think you are right. Someone can correct us if we're wrong. But yeah, that's pretty cool too, man. Like I've seen a lot of more flexibility with V canceling, like specific normals.
Yeah,
and stuff.
They made a lot.
Like
more
Ryu
normals.
can cancel pretty much every normal now after like into V trigger now, and like I like to see that stuff, man, because I was saying that like by Capcom being really scared to make low risk, high reward situations, like limiting the things that you can cancel V trigger into, it kind of just it makes it a little stale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the FADC system in Street Fighter 4, it created a lot of different options, right? Like it made a lot of cool scenarios that you can do. So that's good, and that's not like they're going overboard either. They're just slowly adding things to the game, right? And just making sure they just don't go nuts.
Yeah. See what works, see what doesn't.
Yeah.
Go from there.
And then Laura's Fireball. So we got to see Momochi play some decent matches with her. Haven't got too much good gameplay footage of Laura yet, but her Fireball is really interesting. The problem is that she can do like set up mix-ups after them, but the problem is her Fireball, it disappears really, really soon. It only stays on the screen for just a little bit.
Unless you charge it.
And then because of the charge, it's really hard to set it up because you have to charge it. Because, there's barely any hard knockdowns in this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how you're supposed to knock down the opponent and then charge this Fireball, then, let it ride. It's really tough. Like, I see this projectile, a lot of people jumping into it because it stays on the screen and moves so slowly. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
but it doesn't last long, so
her.
They don't end up jumping into it.
Sorry?
It doesn't last long, so people don't actually jump into it at all. You actually just get jumped in the face.
Like just when people like jump in from weird ranges, because she moves forward when she throws it. You know what I mean? So it's really awkward. If you watch those Momochi matches, you actually see the opponent jump into it quite a bit. It's weird, man. And yeah, man, the EX version, it does a lot of hits too. And another thing too is this thing eats up fireballs like crazy. It's got some armor, or what's it called? Projectile, like
durability, I guess.
Durability, yeah. And another thing too is I'm seeing is that she'll like throw her fireball and trade with the opponent's fireball, and then they still have to block for a little bit because of the proximity guard.
Yeah.
And then Laura will go right through it with the EX command grab.
Yeah, the EX command
really
grab has that dash to it.
Yeah,
Actually
the EX command grab is really good. Like she literally dashes forward and then yeah, unblockable grab, and her command grab doesn't do that much damage, but it's very like really good. Like you'll be landing it a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's only core circle back kick too. Like, what do you think about that?
That's crazy for a command grab.
Because like Zangief is a 360 as well, but like Zangief's power drive doesn't do that much damage. I mentioned this too.
Yeah.
When I saw the gameplay footage, it doesn't do that much damage, but the EX version does do a lot of damage. But like, why do you think that they made it a 360? Like, why is Zangief the only character with a 360 power driver? Is it because he can combo into it? Like,
But that's not. I don't know. Can't Mika do the same?
I don't think her startup's fast enough, but like she can definitely, after she throws them to a wall or sets them up in that kind of way. But Zangief is like a straight up normal into, you know what I mean?
From a damage scaling perspective, I guess. I don't know why they let him combo into it.
But then it would do even less damage, you know what I mean? So it's like...
like I said, that's the
weird.
first time they actually allowed any Capcom character, like fighting game character in a Capcom fighter, to combo into their command grab like that.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, Laura's command grab makes sense because it's good, and the EX version is really good, but the damage is not that high, so it's not insane. You know what I mean? But Zangief is just kind of weird that it would do little damage. His power driver, it's hard to do, like in this game anyways. It's a 360, but I just found it kind of strange. I guess because Zangief can like, parry with his V skill and then go into power driver, like that would be practical. Zangief would have a lot of ways of landing it too using his V trigger. He gets like about 3 helicopter attempts before that bar goes away, and you go right into pile driver, right? So, Zangief's he's slow. He's still slow in Street Fighter V, but he has other options besides like mobility now, like getting you to come to him instead, right? So maybe there's just a lot of things that Capcom is just making sure that try to keep it balanced, not too crazy. But I do think his power driver should do some more damage. But anyways, yeah, back to Laura. Command grab, really good. Only a core circle back kick. Oh, by the way, with Zangief, his kick command grab, it's half circle back kick. So either they changed it or someone gave misinformation. Which is
but wasn't that off of the? Someone had a screenshot of the move list.
That's where I based it off. Maybe was that from Russia though, or is that from SCR?
No, because it was side by side with the Laura move list.
Yeah, because like I said, they might have changed it. Is what I'm saying, because that's a one build after, right? And it might have just made that one half circle back. We won't know.
Or someone was just testing it and they did a 360.
Yeah, that's very possible.
They just hit the half circle back anyways.
Yeah, that's very possible. So yeah, one of Zangief's grabs, the kick version of his pile driver, the atomic suplex or whatever, it's only half circle back and kick. So for the air version,
grab?
Sorry?
Is that the run grab?
Yep. It's only half circle back kick.
Okay.
And then Zangief's pile driver and air pile driver is a 360. And then his super is still a 720. So yeah, man. And then Laura's super is also an unblockable grab. She kind of leaps a little bit forward.
The range on it is ridiculous.
It's pretty good, man. Yeah, it's core circle forward twice into kick. So she's got a grab super that's 2 core circle forward, and then a command grab's core circle back kick, man. So, and your super does a lot of damage. So,
you can
combo into it. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure you can.
I'm pretty sure I've seen her combo up after a fireball. So, you know what I mean? Like grab, combo into it, double core circle. There you go. So really, really different. Really different for sure. Any other special moves we're forgetting about? Her bull charge, that's that elbow strike. Like, did you mention that the hard punch version is the anti-air one?
No, I was about to, but then you interrupted me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty much just a guess after watching the trailer, just because it didn't really make sense that we saw. It just looked too similar to the other ones. And I was thinking Sea Viper, to be honest, with the Thunder Knuckle.
Yeah, it's the same. Like, Turf, yeah, Ferris does the anti-air, medium, and jab to forward.
Yeah. And, like, it looks like a pretty damn good anti-air, and then you can grab them after, but I don't know if you can choose which side you go on with the hard punch version. I can't tell from looking at the move list, but that'd be cool if you can still choose. And then you can link it after an EX version of her fireball, which is pretty cool too.
Yeah, the juggle properties.
So Laura's movement speed is actually pretty slow. It's
her
definitely
walk speed is slow.
Yeah, her walk speed. Sorry, it's a little bit slower than Ryu, I would say, but I don't think that's a really big issue. Do you think that's an issue?
It affects her footsie game, obviously.
Yeah.
But she does have good mobility options with her V skill. What else? EX command grab. Dashes are pretty fast, anyways. Yeah. Oh, and a lot of her normals can move her forward too.
Yeah,
or
and
they
like,
have long range or something like that. So
yeah, and
there's
her,
ways to compensate it, but yeah, it does affect her footsie game.
mm-hmm.
Anybody with slow walk speed, like it affects the footsie game.
Well, Capcom's trying to give like the characters with the slow move or walk speed like really good normals, you know.
No, not Nash.
Not Nash?
No, his normals are okay. They're not great.
Well, Nash is like crouching medium kick. You can't cancel from it, but his crouching medium kick is really fucking good, man. Like the range on that thing is beastly.
It's pretty good, but it's
good,
like
man.
other characters have good range on theirs. Like maybe not as good as Nash, but they can special cancel, and I will take that special cancel over that kind of.
Calm down, Killey. Calm down. I'm gonna get you. Anyways, what's it called? Let's talk about Laura's V skill. So, I'm looking at the move list, and I know Capcom Unity said there's 3 variations, right? So you hold forward and press her V skill, and it makes her dash forward. And if you hold back, she'll dash backwards. And then if you go neutral, she does that overhead double kick, right? It looks like the Sean kick or the Ken kick from CVS and whatever, man. A lot of people have this kick for some reason. The Abel kick, I guess the wheel kick. Fuck. This move is used by a lot of characters. But it's an overhead. But anyways, just the movement part of it. On the movement list, it says she can go back and then neutral. And it's like a target combo. Like she'll literally cancel one into the other. Like she'll dash back and then immediately go into the overhead kick.
Yeah.
Kind of like a quick, like a juke, basically. So that's pretty cool that she has that option. I guess it shows that in the trailer too, but I just didn't see it. But the linear movement, like it just really works really well with her other move lists, especially her command grab. You know, to get in, and it's really good to set up the exact range you need to go after throwing a fireball and all that kind of stuff. So, I feel like this character would be really strong if there's like a lot of hard knockdowns in Street Fighter V. You know what I mean?
If she could do hard knockdowns, yeah.
I'm really curious if they're gonna start to like try to add some hard knockdowns to the game and see how it affects it. But I know they're trying to really stay away from that because they don't like the whole
Oki game.
Oki game. It's like a linear Oki game, I guess. But
it felt like Laura should be an Oki character, like the.
But I always liked hard knockdowns. You know, I can see why people don't like it.
Well, the problem is they use it as a reference with SF4. And SF4 is like the extreme side of things. You can have something like CVS2 or whatever like that, and then you have this balance between it. Or like there's ways to balance it out where like the Oki game isn't to that extreme. But if you compare it to SF4, yeah, that's on one side of the spectrum. There are ways to incorporate hard knockdowns to allow people to do a mix-up, but as long as it doesn't repeat itself or your game doesn't degenerate into nothing but that, then like that's fine. Even like it has to be within the context of the game. Like in SF, I don't feel like it should be an Oki heavy game. That's not SF.
Okay.
So, but having a hard knockdown here and there, like we mentioned, doing a a counter hit sweep.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Having a hard knockdown off of it, or certain special moves having a hard knockdown, as long as you can't like loop it into yourself, like a Buki, right? How a Buki could combo into her neck breaker, and then that caused a hard knockdown, and the Oki just repeated itself, right? So you have to be careful in things like that. When you make special moves have the hard knockdown property, you have to make it so that it can't be looped into itself like that. But like you can do certain things other to get a hard knockdown. So yeah, so a person can run a mix-up, like a throw or a counter hit sweep or something like that. I think that's more acceptable if you're going to introduce hard knockdowns into the game.
Like I like the idea of safe jumps, and I like the idea of like
if you worked hard to get
having
that knockdown,
setups. Like I really like that idea.
You should be rewarded with an extended offense, right? But It depends on the knockdown, right? Like again, SF4 is the extreme side of things, in my opinion. I think it's on the extreme
And I
side of
think
the
Cross
spectrum.
Tekken is like the extreme side of things on like too many wake up options. You know what I mean? Like that role created so many issues on at least the vanilla Cross Tekken when you give the option of a roll. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was crazy. You know what I mean? Like the best thing people came up with like jump backwards and try to
Yeah.
mix them up there. You know what I mean? It was like a knockdown into like another like setup right afterwards. I don't know. It was strange. But like I said, I feel that Laura would be really strong if there's hard knockdowns in the game. That would definitely change how she's played.
Yeah.
But right now, it seems like, well, I can't even say it seems like. This is literally like the first day people were really like playing her, right? But
Yeah.
just what moment she was trying out, he was doing a lot of like, he was realizing that her fireball is really good, like in just anti-zoning, like getting close into sweep range, throwing your projectile. If they try to, throw it back, then like you can just EX command grab like right through it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
How it just eats other projectiles, and then, what I mean, doing a lot of pokes and fishing for mediums because her mediums are really good, man. Like Laura's got some good normals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, her medium punch anti-air is good. Good, like one, button anti-airs, right? And anyways, so her neutral V skill, we were saying before, it breaks the rule of the crush counter system. And not because it's an overhead, it's because it's a V skill. Because like Nikali forward hard punch will crush counter, for example. But it's still in the hard punch hierarchy. Like any hard punch or hard kick can crush counter for specific characters, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is like V skill, you know what I mean? It's something else entirely, right? It's not a one button command. So the fact that it crush counters is really strange to me, and it makes it pretty powerful. But it's not like it's safe on block or anything.
No, it looks pretty punishable.
Yeah.
But the amount of V gauge she's gonna be getting off of
Yeah, I was thinking that too, because like you gain almost a full bar, if not a full bar, for getting a crush counter in the current version of Street Fighter V. And then on top of that, her V skill obviously gives her V gauge on hit or block. So that's a huge bonus if you get a crush counter with this thing, right?
Yeah.
I guess there is a risk to it, right? So, but that's a huge punish and a lot of V gauge to boot, right? And then if you get a full meter from just that, then she can like combo right into V trigger so easily just from her medium punch, medium kick target combo. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Laura looks good, man. She looks like a good character. What about like you think you can ever see yourself using Laura as your character in the future?
I'm gonna be testing her out for sure. Whether I use her or not completely depends if she's good.
Okay.
If she's no good, I'm not using her.
You're so funny, Killer, man. Yeah. Straight to the point, man.
Character's gotta be good, man. That's just it.
Oh my god, dude. And then her V reversal, it's called double slap. And yeah, it knocks down the opponent. I guess we could say it's good because it knocks down the opponent, right?
Yeah.
V reversals don't cause a hard knockdown, right?
No, none of the V reversals caused the knockdown in the first place. Right? Everyone
But
usually kept them
do you think
standing.
that'd be another way to get a hard knockdown in this game is a V reversal? Or you think that's too much of a table turner?
I think that's too much of a table turner. Guilty
Okay.
Gear had some normal. There's some characters that had a knockdown and then it led into their Oki off of a dead angle. And I'm like, this is stupid.
Okay. But that's fucking Guilty Gear though, man. The game's a little too
They had
nuts.
to nerf that. Like Milia could do that, and then they
Oh,
changed
really?
Milia's dead angle so it wouldn't do that.
In case you guys don't know what dead angle is, it's basically like alpha counter
It's
for
an alpha
Guilty
counter.
Gear. Yeah. In case you
But-
guys don't know.
Yeah, in the first version of XR before they patched it,
Mhm.
Milia's dead angle caused this knockdown right next to her, and then she gets free Oki right afterwards. You're like, what? That's dumb.
And you just get mixed up for days, dude.
Yeah,
Literally, like, it's not even like a 50-50, man. It was, oh, dude.
so multi-layered.
Yeah,
insane.
it's just absolutely insane. Guilty Gear is hilarious, man.
It's great.
It's great.
It's great.
So yeah, Laura's V trigger, we haven't really seen like the huge potential of it, basically, right? But it adds more stun to her attacks. Let me get back onto
There's specials, right? Special and V skill, I think,
yeah. Let me get to Unity. I know it makes her fireball go further.
and her V skill goes further.
The overhead kick?
No. I think all of her
Oh,
V
the
skill-
movement. The
Yeah, yeah.
movement.
and maybe the overhead kick too.
Yeah, spark show. So let's see. Her projectiles go further, deals more stun on her attacks, and grabs. and moves around further during linear movements, which is her V skill. So it's basically just an install, and it just pretty much just amplifies her. I wonder if it says it adds more stun to her attacks. I wonder if this is like why she's able to go medium kick, V trigger into hard punch, because it's already applying that extra stun effect after the screen freezes.
No, I think you're thinking hit stun, and I'm sure they're talking about stun in general.
Oh, you're right, man. Yeah, what am I talking about? That's so true, hey? So I guess it's similar to Ryu in a way then.
Yeah, I think it's a little
lightning,
boring,
stun. Yeah, I guess.
Like, I like the fact that it's consistent, like all the lightning, whatever, does more stun, but I just think what Laura's V skill or V trigger does is just a little bit boring.
Yeah,
would have liked
we
to
talked
see
about this before, like how we want fewer installs in the game.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they did have like a quick batch of like one-time use V triggers, so with Mika and Vega and stuff like that, so that wasn't too bad. It's just I feel like Laura's V trigger is a little bit underwhelming. It is probably good because the extra movement is good, and the extra stun is obviously good, but I wanted something a little bit more interesting.
It seems like Laura as a character seems strong even without her V trigger.
Yeah.
So it seems like she doesn't need to rely on it. It's just like extra icing on the cake kind of thing.
And she's got a good hit confirm.
She doesn't feel limited without the V trigger. Is a better way of saying it actually, because like Karen's an install too, but it's like it gives her the options of her Rekka. Like it's like a whole other part of her character.
Yeah, like it's interesting because it
I like that,
character.
But some people don't like it because they don't feel like their Rekkas are strong enough. But just from like aesthetic game point of adding character movement or move list, right?
Yeah.
For a V trigger, it sounds good to me.
And remember, cool. V trigger should not be a comeback mechanic. You shouldn't just activate the V trigger and expect to win because of that.
Okay.
It is meant to augment your character. And I just want it to be like, I want them to like change it up a little. Like, look at Bison, right? Bison's V trigger, it was supposed to like cover his weaknesses as a character. Like he's slow, doesn't have much movement option, and then he turns on V trigger, and then it changes the character. Right? It covers for his weaknesses in his regular thing. Or Ryu, right? Like his fireball game, it's not that great, and then he turns on V trigger, and then all of a sudden his fireball game becomes good or better. And then like Karen, right? Turns it on, she gets access to the Rekkas. All of a sudden it changes her character. But then just having something like, oh, Laura kind of moves forward a little bit more and does a little bit more stuns, it's boring.
Okay. I'll agree with that.
Like, I want the installs to do something more where it actually, like, augments the character a bit more.
Yeah, like I said, like, sky's the limit. Seems like Capcom's kind of, like, reaching for the moon instead of the stars kind of thing. Because, like, we talked about this in our last podcast, like, they can literally do anything they want. You know what I mean? They can do anything they want. And I want to talk about Zangief's Super and Laura's Super. The animations of it I find are very, very like boring. You know what I mean? Like Zangief goes, like I told you, like in the EX series, Zangief literally goes, he literally pile drives you like outside into the asteroids. Like he jumps out of the planet's fucking atmosphere.
You're in space.
You are in space. It makes no sense whatsoever. But you do know a lot of damage is gonna happen, and it's fucking crazy. If you're watching Evil Finals Street Fighter EX3, and Snake Eyes lands this stupid level 3 Super Zangief, where he flies out of the galaxy, are you telling me you guys wouldn't be hype? We would all be in the galaxy with Zangief. It'd be crazy. Everyone would fly out of their seats. Okay? But now we have this one where Zangief is like, I don't know, he's pushing you into the ground with a suplex or something, and he makes a really angry face. It's just, I just don't understand how that got greenlit. You know, I figured they would kind of
get rid of Final Atomic Buster. I don't.
Yeah, I know. But even if it was something else, I just don't understand how this was at the top of the list of all the things. Like, don't they when they figure out a super? Don't they all the animators sit down and be like, he can do this, he can do that, he can do that, and then like this one guy's like, well, how about he does a suplex, and then it pushes him down, down, and down. And everyone starts fucking high-fiving each other, popping the champagne. Let's go home, dude. Jaws, well done. You're a fucking genius. Like, I don't know, man. How do you go? I don't understand how that, maybe I'm the only one who doesn't think it's cool. and everyone else thinks it's awesome.
You're not the only one.
But like, I don't understand, dude. I don't understand.
Like,
and then like,
it needed to be Final Atomic Buster, man. It needed to be Final Atomic Buster. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to go to.
And I'm sorry, guys, if this podcast is sounding really negative towards Capcom or Street Fighter, but we just you know what I mean. We just want this game to be the best it can be. You know what I mean. So you know, I'm not hating on the game or anything. This is some things are really questionable. That's all. And then like and then Laura's super. She like grabs them, and you think something really insane is gonna happen. Like we're gonna have some like X-ray like bone breaking or something like that. And instead she grabs them, curls up into a ball, and rolls around the fucking screen.
In a square.
Like Sonic in a square. Like Jin's command throw. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, it really, like, it looks like something a 6-year-old would make or something, you know what I mean? It's really weird to me.
These are just minor nitpicks, man.
Yeah, these are petty things that we're talking about. But it's I'm sure someone's at least noticed this shit, you know what I mean, and questioned this themselves, you know. It doesn't affect the character at all, but it's weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially the Zangief super. That one just baffles my mind, right? These Capcom employees just fist bumping each other and shit. Fucking
your head
blows
movements
my
are going out of control.
Just blows me. Oh my god, dude! I just don't understand it, dude. Like that was at the top of the list. Are you serious, dude?
I'm gonna laugh if it's just a placeholder, and then like game comes out and it's Final Atomic Buster, and then we're in the galaxy.
Oh, dude, yeah, that'd be super hype, dude. That'd be super hype for sure.
In the galaxy, meteorites are falling down.
Oh,
Asura statues are in the background.
I want it to be like the supernova cutscene with Sephiroth and fucking 5-7. I want it to last like 5 minutes and show the entire like galaxy blowing up and going, and the sun exploding, going supernova, and then Zangief lands on it, on the explosion. And then Ryu just gets up and he like lost like 70% of his health and they start fighting again. Like I'm totally down for that, man.
The whole stage changes right now.
Yeah, man. Like I don't know. I don't think Alex will be working on this truck after that. Man.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. Weird. Anyways, yeah, we kind of lost track there. I don't know what the hell I was ranting about, but her super looks really good though. Her super looks really good. Anything else to talk about Laura?
Nope, that's about it.
She just looks really good, man. Like another good like new character. Would you say she looks the strongest out of all the new characters?
That's really early.
Rashid
to say.
and Nakali. Like we never played these characters, right? But like would you say she looks the strongest?
I think it's easier to figure out how she should be played than Nakali and Rashid. Rashid looks like a character that you need to spend more time with in the lab just to figure out like how do I use this character, what's his game plan and stuff, because it's not overly obvious. And Nakali's like not sure how this character needs to be played, and like people are still kind of struggling to figure out Nakali right now.
He looks like a simple character though. He
It
looks like a
does.
character that you would like tell your buddy who's like getting to Street Fighter to use. That's what he looks like to me.
Nakali?
So
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think he's complicated. It's just the game plan to make him effective. Nobody's cracked the code yet.
Okay.
But like Laura, she's more like based on her tool sets and based on fighting game experience, it's easier to figure out, okay, this is her semblance of a game plan. This is how she looks like she needs to be used and stuff like that. And so, yeah, you can say she looks strongest, but I think it's just because people kind of have an idea of how the character should be played. So far, anyways. Rather than Rashid and Nakali, it's just like, it still takes time to kind of figure them out right now.
That's right. Rashid, he looks like the most untapped character so far. It looks like nobody knows how to play the character properly right now.
Yeah.
At all. His design is really strange. Like right now, everyone's just doing like cyclone pressure, man. The whirl attack.
Oh my god.
Just spam it basically because
that thing looks like it's plus on block or something. It looks stupid. I hate specials like that, man. Where they just do it and then they're like plus or slightly minus, and then they just push buttons, and then they do it again, and then you're like, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know, man. Stick out on normal, dude.
No, because then you get counter hit, and then they do it again, and then you're like, I'm trapped in frames, bro.
Dude, just make it a crush counter, man. Oh, man. Okay. So, I don't know. I guess that's it for Laura, you know. Let me know what you guys think about Laura so far. So, moving on, we actually had an exhibition tournament during SCR for Street Fighter V. So we got to at least see some, I guess we'd call it some day one meta. Because, like, everyone's had some time playing the beta for sure.
Yeah.
Right? And now we got a tournament, but it was like everyone's using new characters and stuff. A lot of Karen, right? But we got some Ryu and stuff. And it's really interesting seeing, like, how the pros are kind of, like, approaching this game right now. Like, the meta right now seems to be, like, fishing for your crush counter normal and then canceling that into V-trigger and then confirming from there to lots of damage.
Depends on the character, though, because not everyone
especially with Karen, right?
Karen,
like, PR, all those guys are fishing, Kazunoko are just fishing
house.
hard kick into V-trigger, and then if it's a crush counter, you can go straight into combo kind of thing. But one thing, too, man, is, like, you know, everyone was talking about how, like, it's really scary to do reversals in Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
It's going to be really scary, but, like, there's so many, you know, wake-up reversals in that tournament. And I found it was really funny, because every time they did it, I cringed. I'm like, oh, my God. There goes half your health, but they you know, it's too new, right? And no one's used to it yet.
The other part is nobody was punishing with a crush counter normal afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, and then, you know, they get thrown or something. Like, they literally could have lost like 50% of their health, and I cringed every time. I was just like, oh, dude. But, you know, like I said, it's the game. It's not like these guys having crazy time with the game, right? But you could just see, like, let's say after the game is out for a few months, and then we go back to this footage and you look at it, how inexperienced everybody was. It's kind of funny. All the potential damage that could have been, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it seems like the game does a little bit less damage now. You notice that?
Yeah, super
damage is a little
less
lower.
damage.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I actually got used to already the game being like a ton of damage, like 2 mistakes and you lose the round basically.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah. Supers, I don't know, man. Like, honestly, if you're doing a full punish combo into super, like, I think you should lose like half your health, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're using your entire bar. You know what I mean? Like, don't you build super a little bit? It's a little bit slower now.
Is it?
Remember the E3 build? Like, you were building super like every round.
Once a round, yeah.
Yeah, once a round. And it did more damage back then, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the high damage. I really do. And that was one of the things that Capcom said that helped with the pacing of the game, because everyone says the game, you know, is slow or whatever, but the damage in the game really amps up the pace of the match. So I hope they don't go too crazy and lower the damage too much. I like it high, personally. I do. Especially with there's, like, no crazy hard knockdowns. Because, like, that's another reason why I think they made it so there's no hard knockdowns, or not as much hard knockdowns, because with the damage so high, one ambiguous cross up and it's over. You know,
yeah.
Dizzy, dead. You know what I mean? So, like, it's like I said, it's really hard to balance, like, fighting games, because when you change one small thing, it has this butterfly effect on everything else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's strange. Anything else you noticed from that tournament? It was really cool watching, like, Ryu. Like, I feel like Ryu's really solid in Street Fighter V, and he was getting like away with a lot of shit, like point blank super and point blank fireball stuff.
Isn't he like plus on the super?
The
it's
super,
like
I found it
safe.
hard to punish in beta, but I don't know if it's fucking like we can't tell because of the dummy options, right? You don't have them, but
Pretty sure it's safe.
yeah, really, even
Yeah.
at point blank, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know
sure.
for sure. I don't know for sure, but it was cool seeing that Ryu can still, like, chuck out plasma, and then because everyone is so concerned the game is so anti-zoning, like, even I was concerned, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like Ryu can still zone a little bit. He just got to be a little bit closer, right?
Yeah.
Use it as a footsie
there's
tool.
more risk.
Use it as a footsie tool, yeah. And then capitalize on mistakes and jump ins and stuff like that. So it's cool to see that, and I hope we still have stuff like that, you know, in the future of the game. because it's you know, you don't want to take zoning completely out of the game, right? Anything else you notice?
Some of them are using V-trigger activations to kind of like Tiger Scar. You visually or YRCs in Guilty Gear. You slow
Okay.
down the game and then you figure out what they're doing.
Gather
And then
information.
respond. Yeah, and then you respond accordingly.
Yeah, like you activate, and he just so happened to jump during that time. It's free anti-air, right?
Yeah.
Or if they're within a normal, you can go for a counter or just reversal super. One thing I really like is like when you use Kami, and someone throws a projectile at you, you can literally like V trigger on reaction and then like cannon drill right through it. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
I really like that concept. I also kind of liked it too, and Capcom had the idea of different startup times of V triggers, but then they kind of universalized it. Like everything seemed to be fairly fast.
Create
Like,
some characters, if you do that though.
Yeah, it does. But like that's when I had the idea of like, you know, those 4-bar V triggers that are like super powerful. Like Birdie's was really powerful, right? And then having some like you know, like a Mecha Zangief for one, where he'll actually like do like a taunt or something right into it. Just such huge startup. But
yeah,
I can understand why they you know because of the combo system and all that kind of stuff. So it's fine. But it was just something they could have done to the game, basically experimented with. But yeah, overall the tournament seems pretty cool. Like it just shows that people are just still too used to Street Fighter 4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one really knows their bread and butter combos. We saw some combos and stuff, but nothing really crazy. And people are just kind of like playing Street Fighter 4 and just kind of like adding on top of it and trying to figure out the stuff with their characters. But it was pretty cool, man. Like I really like watching those exhibition matches a lot.
Vega looks really interesting, actually. I really like
Vega,
how Vega...
yeah, definitely Vega. Vega is like one of the first characters I want to try out in the beta.
Oh, I love his walk speed. I love how fast it is. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Does he have any anti-airs though?
It looked like Crouch Fierce and maybe Stand Roundhouse. I'm not sure. And then obviously his V trigger.
Standing hard kick seems like an obvious one, but I don't think it's an anti-air this one. But that's one thing I was really curious about. I think I've seen a crouching hard punch as an anti-air at like far range.
Yeah.
But nothing like, you know, vertical height. He probably has to neutral jump and throw or stick out normal. Like, you know, remember in CVS2 where Blanca, he did neutral jump hard punch. It was so fast. He used this anti-air.
Yeah.
He jumps up and he just slaps you or claws you. Yeah. Vega is definitely one character up there I want to definitely check out in the beta. You know, it's funny because, like, L.I. Joe, he got into the beta for, like, 30 minutes, like, 2 nights ago. Did you see that?
No, I heard about it, but I didn't see it myself.
Oh, man. He was, like, he just, like, starts up his stream, you know, and his mouth is just wide open. He's just so shocked. He was in the beta, and he only had 2 characters he can pick. He only pick Armika or Vega. Like, it was just, like, a 2-character character select screen.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like just really weird, man. He was the only one that was in it. No one else could get in it. And the only difference I saw was like the training option menu looked a little bit different, and he can choose his training stage. So you can choose like any stage you want in the version of whatever the beta was. You can use like the waterfall stage as a training mode stage if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I gathered from that. But then after half an hour, boom, his stream was gone. So maybe the Cap Cops came after him or something. But yeah, the thirst was real. I don't even know why he was even trying to log in during that time. Like, the thirst was so fucking real. I could just see, like, you know, L.A. Joe just sitting in front of the computer like the Portuguese girl and just pressing the stupid button over and over again until he finally got in. It's kind of, I don't know. It's funny.
Sahara Desert thirsty.
Yeah, man, Sahara Desert, dude. But, like, seriously, with the game coming out for, like, PC... I wouldn't be surprised if somebody cracks the game. You know what I mean? Because if someone does, dude, then the thirst will be quenched. I assure you. You know what I mean? Then we'll get that offline mode we always wanted. But dude, there's no way we'll hide it. Dude. So, as soon as someone figures it out, the entire world's gonna know, guaranteed. Like it'll be just unreal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, let's talk about the Phase 2 beta. It's only going to be 4 days, and it's going to be on October 22nd to the 25th. And they said that for some reason the dates might change too.
Yeah.
But let me confirm that. Yeah, October 22nd to the 25th. At first, I thought it was only Japan, but it seems to be worldwide. So, honestly, like, I wonder how everyone feels about this.
I know the PC users are really
like, if you're
upset.
a PC user, I can see you being pissed off. You know what I mean? Like,
because you only get access to it on the last 2 days.
Yeah, man, and it's like some people are just like, why did I even pre-order this game? Especially if you're a PC user. You know what I mean? Like, I understand if it's like 7 days here, 7 days there, but like 2 days, like I don't know, man. Like even from like a business perspective, from Capcom, like I don't even think they're gonna be able to gather enough information on the cross-platform in 2 days. Like, what do you think? Like, I don't know about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, probably not. But
like,
like,
is this 4 days really gonna be effective for Capcom? You know what I mean? Or are they just making a really short amount of days just in case a clusterfuck happens, and then it's not as crazy, and then they can say, okay, we're gonna add these days later. Just because of the first scenario that happened.
Because like, I think the way I see it is like, first 2 days reconfirm that the PS4 infrastructure still works.
Yeah.
And then because they're adding new features like the Capcom Fighting Network,
yeah,
all that stuff. So it's like, okay, reconfirm that all of this works first.
Yeah.
And then we introduce crossplay. Because if you try to do that and then with crossplay, it's like, and then something happened, like something wrong happened, it's like, how do I troubleshoot this, right? And It's better to isolate it. Like, troubleshooting is always easier if you can isolate it in chunks. And if you introduce too many variables into it, then troubleshooting becomes so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So from that perspective, I can see why they would want to do it that way. But yeah, it's like 4 days. It's like, I don't know how much information you can gather from that.
Yeah. But like 4 days though total, man. Like the thirst is real. People really want to play this game, so they're gonna want as many days as possible. So the cross-platform is gonna be really interesting. The Capcom Fighter Network, I'm really interested in checking out on the system so far. That's gonna be really cool. I wonder if it's gonna allow us to like play with our friends this time. Like I almost can guarantee they won't have an offline mode, but to at least invite players would be sweet. Because I really want to like invite you, Killey, and test out like a local connection and really see how good the netcode is, right?
Exactly.
We live like 20 minutes away from each other, so that'd be perfect to test out, right? So, yeah, beta's coming up soon, guys. October 22nd to 25th. The characters that'll be available will be the 6 characters after the initial 6. So it'll be like Ken, Nikali, Vega.
Everything
Rashid,
up to
Karen. Yeah, everything up to Karen. But they won't all be out at the same time.
No, Rashid's on the 3rd day or 2nd day. I can't remember. And then Karen's the day after.
Yeah, so by the time the PC users get in, all the characters will be out.
Yeah.
And they're just testing their content delivery system.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm kind of disappointed by that myself. It's just more personally because I like to document changes to this game. And seeing the exact changes from Ryu, Chun-Li, Nash, Bison, Birdie, and Cammy, it'd be really cool. Because like I have like so much information documented that it'd be really easy for me to just literally test and find out what they changed. So I guess that kind of sucks for me. But then again, we have 6 new characters, and that's what everyone wanted, right? We didn't just want Ken, But there will be a Ken army coming. For sure.
A new flowchart has
So what's the first character you want to test out? I want to test out Vega.
Armika.
You should test out Armika, man. Let me know if she's as strong as everybody says. Like, everyone really feels that Armika is very, very strong. So, that'd be interesting. But you don't really use grappling characters, Killey.
No, I don't. But I do like Rushdown. And
Yeah.
Armika looks like she has a crazy Rushdown. Like,
Yeah.
Everyone probably saw that one game where like Combo Fiend used Armika and then he destroyed this poor Birdie player. That guy
Was that Birdie player named Mike Ross by any chance?
No.
Okay.
But that Birdie player just lived in the corner. I'm like, I like that Rushdown.
That's funny, man.
But like, it's just Combo Fiend just gets it. He just understands the system.
Of course he does.
Obviously, since he designed it or
Yeah.
takes part in the designing process. So.
Yeah, he's pretty much a consultant at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man, PC users, I definitely feel they got the shaft. But let's see. We still don't know for sure if this counts as the entire Phase 2 beta phase. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they give an extension, then it's fine. I think everyone would be happy. like one extension, right?
Yeah.
I just don't think 2 days of cross-platform play is enough for Capcom to like seal the deal and be like, okay, A-okay, you know what I mean? Let's launch the game. They fist bump each other and. You know.
But then when is beta phase? Because remember, they said 3 beta phases in total, right?
Yeah.
And then like you do the 3rd beta phase, and then the game's supposed to come out in March. So then you have this like big lull period.
Well, when the game goes gold or whatever, and they gotta ship it out, you know, print it out. That's like what 2-month kind of area.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So the game is gonna be finished around like late December. Like the game will be done, and then it's time to, you know, the game goes gold. They print it out, start shipping it out, retailers. So like the game it's getting close, guys. It's getting close. Like the development time is almost ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that makes sense because seriously, like the amount of characters we've been getting in the last few weeks has been crazy. The amount of Street Fighter V information is boom, 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 announcement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this Phase 3 beta, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes soon. But like, how long will this Phase 3 beta be? Like, will it be like a beta that just lasts until the game comes out? Like, what are they gonna test? You know what I mean? Network, cross-platform, Fighters Network. What's the 3rd phase, right?
No idea.
Like, I don't see them doing like an actual beta test where we're testing out like balance.
No, I think character balance is like the least of their priority in terms of beta testing, right? I think the beta is more of like trying to make sure that the networking portion of it
and
works the way they want.
That's what they should be making sure, man.
Yeah,
the network is everything.
Because you can address balancing issues after all of that.
Yeah, like the ambition behind this game on like the esports and all that, it just falls apart, man. If the network sucks, it just falls apart. It crumbles, dude. So, but I'm at this point, you know, I'm a little bit more confident that they're gonna pull it off. With all this testing and things that they're doing, I feel like Capcom's gonna pull it off.
Well, I don't think cross-country play is gonna work at all. But
yeah,
same
cross-country. Oh, cross-platform.
Yeah, no, cross-country.
Netcode.
Oh,
sorry.
So like maybe within the same continent, I think should be playable.
Mm-hmm.
Like say Canada, US, I think that should be playable. Right now, a lot of fighting games that's not really great, and there's a lot of like latency and all that. But but yeah, I think trying to get like US to Japan or something like that would be stretching it. That would be really
of course. But,
yeah. So the netcode just needs to be good. Where same continent should be good. Should be actually more than playable.
Please.
It can't just be passable where it's like, you can sort of play under these conditions. No, it has to be better than that.
Yeah. And like I said, the links aren't as insane in this game with the 3-frame window and all that.
Yeah.
So that helps online a little bit too. Dumbing down some of the commands helps out as well. You notice too, there's no shortcuts on supers, right? You notice that? Or is that just me?
What do you mean?
When you do like a super motion in this game, there's no shortcut on it. Unless I suck really bad. I noticed there's like no shortcut window. I don't know, let me know if you guys felt that too. Like there's shortcuts on everything except for doing the super motion. I feel like it has to be accurate, but it could just be me sucking, man, honestly. But yeah, beta, man, just funny. I can't wait to see like the PC users, man. I really want to make sure that the PC version of the game is you know, just as solid as the PS4 is, right?
Yeah.
They don't have any of these weird bugs or whatever. Because in case you guys don't know, the PC version of Street Fighter V is done in house as well. They have no choice because of the cross-platform. They have to make sure both games are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Verbatim or whatever. So, yeah, strange. And last thing I want to talk about is during SCR, they had like this slideshow thing going down, and when they said the last character is revealed, they said 2 or 3 characters left instead of 2.
What? They're at SCR?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Or not SCR, sorry, New York. In New York, it was.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I keep thinking they're both the same event. I'm like retarded.
If you really think about it, this was a crazy weekend for SF5 because it was
man.
three different events simultaneously.
Dude, it's been so nuts, man. Every day is Street Fighter 5 for me, man. It is crazy, dude. I'm surprised I haven't gone nuts yet. Like, every day I am, like, researching or working or talking about Street Fighter 5. It's been nuts the last few weeks, man. Like, I go to work, I think Street Fighter 5, go home, more Street Fighter 5 information, go to sleep, Street Fighter... Oh, man, it's been crazy, guys. But anyways, yeah, during just some panel, right? I'm pretty sure it was in New York. They said there's 3 characters left, like, actually on the screen. One classic character still.
Yeah.
Okay. And then...
One new
character, and then one boss character.
Okay. So then basically character. I was right.
Yeah.
17 characters.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to mention. You were right about that. So, man, I gotta check back on it, but I don't remember if the boss character said one new character bracket boss or just 2 characters bracket boss. The reason I'm gonna say that is because of something I want to talk about. But anyways, let's first talk about the classic character, okay? We talked about this before. We think he's Dawson.
Yeah.
Do you still think it's Dawson at this point?
Yes.
That's where your money is, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say, hypothetically, if we knew for sure it's not going to be Dawson, right?
Okay.
If Capcom just messaged and be like, haha, it's not going to be Dawson.
Yeah.
Who would be your second guess? My second guess is Guile.
That's my second guess, too.
Are you saying that just because of the logic of the range on the character cards? Because that's where I'm basing it off of.
No, mine is purely story purposes, to bring closure to the Nash story.
That's fine. That's totally legit. Yeah, for sure. Like, Guile definitely is going to be in the game at some point. It just because of Nash, right? It makes perfect sense. There's a
he's still holding on to his key dog tags at his grave. And Nash is like, I'm over here, dude.
What, he's still standing by the gravestone?
Yeah. It's like, Guile's not at core 16. He's still at Nash's grave holding his dog tags. Meanwhile, Nash is like, I'm over here, dude. He's like, oh, crap.
You think I missed this party? But yeah, I don't know, man. Guile would be my second guess for sure. I just saying this based off the range. Like, it just, you know what I mean? They're obviously trying to make this perfect, you know, round of characters. There's a niche for every single type archetype of character.
The one niche that we're missing right now is zoning. We don't have a zoning character.
Yeah, pure zoning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Sagat, right?
Yeah.
So, like, in my order of most likely characters, it's Dhalsim number 1, then Guile, then Sagat, I guess. Yeah, and then people be salty that Balrog's not in the 16 cast.
Yeah.
But Dhalsim just makes so much sense, dude.
Yeah.
And he's on the leaked list, too. Like, that's another thing, too.
Is he? I don't remember.
Yeah, he's on the leaked list. But, like I said, the leaked list didn't have Vega on it, so it's just like, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. And then the new character, which is rumored to be Zen, because of more leaks, more different leaks.
Yeah.
But this is a very reliable leak for Zen. So I'm like 90% sure the character's name is Zen. From where is he from? Like, what's his fight style? We have no fucking clue. So there's Zen. I really wonder what kind of characters. I really want their like last new character to have like a weapon. Like, I really feel like we're missing a character with weapons, like Eagle. You know what I mean? Like a weapon of some sort.
Vega has a weapon though.
It's an accessory.
It's an accessory.
It's a fucking accessory, dude. It's not a weapon.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I want, but whatever. And then as long as the character's not blonde.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, okay, so the argument shifted from Blonde Fighter 5 to now Grappler Fighter 5.
I don't get it, man. It's like, what, 3 grappler characters and all of a sudden the entire roster is grappling characters?
Yeah,
like, what's going on here, man?
Oh man, I don't know. People just like to bitch about everything.
It's funny. Still, man, Rolento Cross Timeout is still the greatest, one of the greatest titles for a fighting game ever. That and then was it Marvel's Capcom 3 was like Sentinel versus Sentinel, Fate of Two Sentinels. Dude, that was good too, man. Good times, man. I love that shit. And you see the character select screen, it's just all fucking Sentinel. That'd be a good game, actually.
Oh man.
But anyways, yeah, and then the third character, the boss character. Now, the reason I was curious whether it said new, because I think what a really good boss character would be Urien.
Yes.
Because he would if Urian was the last boss, it would kind of like bring the entire story together right away. You'd be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Like, it means Nash is going to be a very big central character into the story, right?
Yes.
Because of the whole Illuminati stuff going down. I think Urian would be fine as a boss character. I like, even if he's like a character we've seen before, you know, he's a familiar boss character and he's not some weird looking just dude like Seth. Just a like dude. Seth. You know, like Gil was also like a dude, I guess, but like he had a lot of personality, a good background story. I don't know much about it, but like he was crazy, you know what I mean? He was like super cheap, he was this god, and it just, I don't know, it was a really badass like last boss, and that's what I want them, like not a goofy character like Seth. I just think he's so goofy, that character. But anyways, yeah, I don't know.
He is unoriginal.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be some character that's like, they make him super good, and then their way to balance him is just that he has super low health. Like, I hate that shit, man.
Yeah.
All right, and he just has like all of his moves are just other characters.
Yeah,
moves,
yeah. I
mean?
hate those like, mishmash of like.
Yeah.
It's so unoriginal.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think either way, I should be pleased because either the boss character is going to be a brand new character, or it's going to be like some kind of third strike character, like Gil or Urian. But if I were to choose, I think Urian would be a cool last boss character.
Yes,
I don't know.
Then he'll be unlockable, and then that'd be sick. Cause then
and then the boss version is just like he has just extra stuff like Infinite V Trigger or something stupid like that, right?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Oh god, just like 6 Aegises on the screen. You're like,
so do you think that means they're gonna announce the boss character during Capcom Cup?
Oh, for sure.
That's when they do it, right? But it's either that or they announce the Third Strike roster that's coming out, and they'll have like a trailer for them.
What they'll probably do is like, okay, we're gonna reveal the boss, and then we're gonna reveal our DLC characters at the same time. Yeah. That would be my guess.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Some people were like thinking that maybe like Killey might be the boss character, but at this point, now that they've mentioned this, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, it's just like why?
Killey would make sense though, because like he devours souls and stuff. You know what I mean? Like he's
like in terms of a character personality, yes, Killey can fit into it, but like, why would you reveal the boss character?
Yeah. So
early and not say he's the boss character.
Exactly. It's fine. I just the idea that they haven't released the boss character yet and they're using this like as like a hype generator. I just feel like it's a character that we know. You know what I mean?
Could be Akuma. I hope it's not Akuma, but it could.
I think Akuma would be cool though. Because Akuma they do a good job actually with his design. In Street Fighter 4, I thought like his design was pretty cool.
I'm not talking from the gameplay perspective. Like gameplay, I'm not concerned with Akuma because it'll be fine. I have enough faith.
Okay, so you're not talking about gameplay now, Killey.
Oh,
you're giving me whiplash now, man. I don't know what's going on now. Now you're talking about aesthetics.
With Akuma.
Okay.
No, I'm not talking about like the way he looks or something.
Okay,
it's just
Akuma
like,
Matata.
Akuma from a story perspective, it doesn't make sense for Akuma to be the boss because the storyline doesn't really revolve around the characters that are involved with Akuma.
Okay, that's a good point. And that's why I say Urian, right? Or Gil. Would be fine with me.
But then again, they haven't really established who is the main character for SF5. Right?
Yeah.
In the past, it's always been Ryu and Ken, and like Guile and Chun-Li played an important part because of the whole Bison thing and Shadowloo.
I feel like Nash is just a really important part of the story.
Yeah.
The fact that they changed Nash and made it some relation with that gem on his head just tells me the story is going to revolve around this character.
Yeah, like you don't introduce Nash again because I mean the character has been dead for all this time. You don't just reintroduce Nash.
You don't know if he's dead for sure. He just fell off the mountain after getting shot by a helicopter.
Like, it's been presumed that he was dead all this time. And you don't just reintroduce the character and then not have the storyline have any part in that. Like the storyline obviously is gonna not necessarily, maybe they don't focus solely on that, but their part of the focus will be on that. So you can't just reintroduce Nash and then just go, yeah, we just threw Nash in there just because, right? Like obviously the storyline's gonna have some part in that. So your boss character should tie into that, and I don't feel like Akuma fits with that.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me if they threw Akuma in because it's Akuma.
I feel like the boss character has to be affiliated with the Illuminati in some way. I think. Yeah. Because it just ties in with Nash. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So what do you
Plus
think?
in the
Highest chance is Urian if it's a
yeah,
returning
because
character.
the other clue is that in the San Diego Comic Con exclusive from Udon, which was The Life and Death of Nash, which is a exclusive comic at SDCC by Udon.
Okay.
Um, they talked about like Nash's storyline stuff. I don't have the comic itself, but I've been told that
Is this spoilers, man? You're about to tell me spoilers right now?
I guess so. Apparently, Urian's in the comic, so it only makes sense that he would be in the game from that.
What? No, I'm just kidding.
Cover your ears.
Oh man, but yeah, that'd be cool. Like I said, I think Urian as a boss character would be cool. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. But either he's gonna be a returning character or he's gonna be a brand new character. Brand new character is fine as long as they just put more work into. But so, like I said, so far I'm trusting Capcom because their new characters have been great. Their designs have been good. I think they've been doing a good job with their new characters. So
For the most part,
I'm confident the boss character will be fine. But it'd be just really hype, I feel, that if it was Urian. So yeah, man. That's all our topics. We talked about a lot of stuff, but like we kind of kept it, short on every topic. We didn't like derail hard today. I'm also like so tired. It is unreal. Dude, it is unreal. I'm going to be dreaming about sleeping. I'm so tired. What about you, man? You going to sleep soon too?
No, I got tomorrow off.
Oh, yeah.
Canadian
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving this week.
That's awesome, man. Okay, guys. Well, I guess that's it for the podcast. A lot of Street Fighter 5 stuff happening, and of course we'll be updating you guys as we get more information, of course. And if there's anything you guys would like us to talk about in our future podcasts, give us a message, leave a comment, and we'll just add it to the list of things. But anyways, guys, if you're Canadian, enjoy your Thanksgiving. If you're not, enjoy your day or your weekend. And yeah, take it easy.